What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Rob 619. I've been missing in action for a minute, but I'm back. I got a 2014, 2015 winter top 10. This top 10 is a top 10 out of my collection. Obviously, there's other great fragrances out there that I'm sure you guys can try out for winter, but these are some that I have experience with being through in my collection. These are some that I haven't talked about that much. A couple of these I did a review on. A lot of them I haven't, so I'm not going to go, too in detail. Keep it brief and let you guys know what I think about them. Also, it was hard for me to go down to just 10. So what I did, I got four honorable mentions on this list, and I either talked about them or they've been talked about to death on YouTube. So I didn't really want to put them in my top 10. And I think I did a review on pretty much, I think two out of the four. But anyway, let's jump right into this. My top 10 winner list. Starting off with the honorable mentions. Number one, first out of four, Victor and Ralph's Spice Bomb. Now, I think a lot of people know about this one by now. To me, this is a great cinnamon vibe. And pretty much when I say cinnamon or if I say tobacco, I'm pretty much talking about the same description of fragrances. A lot of these I'll say, or you hear other reviewers talk about has a nice tobacco. But to me, when I say tobacco, I'm pretty much saying something that smells like cinnamon and the pipe back tobacco. When I first was watching reviews, when people say tobacco, I would think of cigarettes. And I'm like, why would anybody want to smell like tobacco? But when most of us say tobacco, and me personally, when I say tobacco, I'm speaking of a sweet, rich pipe tobacco aroma, more on the sweet and like rich side versus the cinnamon spicy side. And this is definitely on the cinnamon spicy side, but it's almost like a sickening candy Jolly Rancher cinnamon vibe. So I can see a lot of people not liking this one too much, being that it does has that it is a spice bomb. It does have that loud projection of spicy cinnamon, candied spicy cinnamon. So that's this one spice bomb, but it still is a great fragrance. I get compliments when I wear it. It definitely projects. People smelling on me all day. I smell it on myself all day. So first honorable mention, Spice Bomb. Number two, this is another one. I don't think too many people talk about this one. Serge Lutens, 5 o'clock. I think it's Algiambre. My camera won't pick that up, but what I'll do, I'll put the description at the bottom. This is another good one. I don't really care for the opening. The opening smells kind of like old manish, kind of like an old woody kind of fragrance that I'm not feeling too much. But when it dries down, this smells like chai tea on your skin. So if you're familiar, if you ever had a chai tea, that's exactly what this smells like with a ginger in there, almost a gingerbread cookie type, but it's more of a not a pastry, but I guess you would say that a pastry dessert ginger mixed with that chai tea dries down wonderfully on my skin. Next honorable mention, this one everybody knows about, everybody has it, everybody talks about it. If you don't have this in your collection, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is a must in every man's collection. You gotta have this one. A lady killer, compliment getter, all the above. I can go on and on and on about this one. I'm sure you guys all know what this is. YSL's La Nuit de Leon, and it's I don't have to say too much about this one. We all know this must have. Night of the Man or Men of the Night. You gotta have it in your collection. Last honorable mention. This should be in my top 10, but I already did a review on it. I think a lot of you guys are familiar with it. If you're not, this is another one that I recommend in your collection. I've had this in my collection for probably 10 years now. This was used to be my go-to date scent, go-to club scent, go-to first impression scent, go-to everything. Whenever I was trying to make an impression, this was what I grabbed. It's been reformulated all kind of 50 million times now. So I hear a lot of people say that the new version isn't as good as the version that I've had. I really don't know the differences between all of them or how many variations, reformulations there are. But what I do know about this one, it's a must-have in your collection. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, and as you can see, my bottle is hella raggedy. The sticker is coming off. I mean, this has been in my collection forever. You can tell by the juice. I'm holding on to this juice as long as I can. But when it gets cold outside, I love to put this on. It's a great spicy masculine, and this scent is just unique to me. When people that are familiar with this scent, when you have it on you, people know it's around you. People are like, oh, you got on Dolce and Gabbana for on, huh? This is definitely a unique, distinctive scent, and being that people said it's been reformulated so much, I'm just holding on to a little bit amount of juice that I do have. But when it gets cold, like it's getting cold right now, I love to grab this one. I gotta pull it out. So this is another one. If you can find this bottle with the sticker on the front, make sure you guys do yourself a favor and pick that up, man. Must have. Women love it. I mean, everybody loves it that I know. I don't know a person that doesn't like that. So anyway, let's jump into this top 10. Like I said, it was hard for me to take 10 out of my collection and compile this list, but I think these are work wonders. And if you can get all 10 of these in your collection, you can pretty much stop right there. You don't have to go too much further with this. Because even one of these fragrances, I think most of you would think that it's more of a spring, fall type of scent or spring, summer. But to me, this is a great winter scent in my collection. Being that my winter is different than a lot of winters out there. My winter is maybe 60 degrees. Your winter probably is below zero. So take that with a grain of salt. My winter is a little bit different. But anyway, let's jump into number 10. Number 10, this one is not spoke about a lot for some reason, but this is Original Santal by Creed. And this was my first, actually my first introduction to the Creed house before I even knew what Creed was. I was in Nordstrom's one day and I was asking a person about fragrances. And when you go into Nordstrom's here in San Diego, or was it Nordstrom's or was it Neiman Marcus? My bad, Neiman Marcus. I was in Neiman Marcus. And in Neiman Marcus, they have here in San Diego, they have your Joe Malone, they have your Tom Ford, they have your Creed and all that stuff in like the women's department. You know, like when you first walk in, to your right is all this like cosmetics, women doing makeup and all that stuff. So I never even looked over there to think about men's cologne. I've always seen the Creed in the women's section, so I figured with the Joe Malone and Tom Ford, I figured those when I first, this is like 3 years ago, when I first got into the game, I thought that was like a women's cologne. So when I went back to the men's department, they have your normal like your Midnight in Paris or your Dior's, your Chanel's, your normal men cologne that we're all accustomed to seeing at Sephora and Macy's, et cetera, et cetera. So I was asking the lady, I was looking for a new bottle of cologne at the time. And I was asking the lady, what would you recommend for a cologne? And she was like, well, I personally like Creed. I wear Creed. So for her saying she wears Creed and me seeing Creed in the female cosmetic section, I automatically assumed that it was just a woman's fragrance. And then I discovered the videos and I got Middleton Imperial and GIT, and I learned that obviously they're not. But anyway, when I asked her what does she recommend, this is what she pointed to. And actually, it was two ladies. I went there another time, and then the second lady pointed to Creed. They said this Original Santal. They said this is the sexiest bottle or sexiest fragrance that they've ever smelled. So a lot of women like this. It seems like a lot of guys out there in the community don't care too much for this one. And but hey, to me, it's a good one. Coming in at number 10, Creed's Original Santo. Oh, and it smells basically, it's another cinnamon, a powdery cinnamon, real sweet. Almost similar to Spice Bomb, but way more subtle. A little bit better in my opinion. And it just works well with my skin. But hey, Original Santo, number 10. Coming in at number 9. Everybody knows about this one. It's a legend here on YouTube. Pure Malt. And when I first got this one, I absolutely loved it. But I kind of over the time, I'm not a fan of it as I used to be. Not saying that it's bad at all. It's still a great fragrance. But number 8 kind of took its place for me. I like number 8 more than I like this one now. But it's still a great scent. You get your caramel, that sweetness, that chocolate, that Amen signature. You get all that in here. Lasts all day. People give you compliments. Great scent. Another must-have I feel in your collection. Pretty much everything I'm about to say today is a must-have. You should have these in your collection, in my opinion. Number 8 is Brother-in-Law, Pure Havana. When I first smelled this, I was like, this is a copy of Pure Malt. I'm like, this smells pretty much like Pure Malt. It's pretty much pointless to have this and Pure Malt. Over the years time or over the time, I absolutely fell in love with this one. To me, this is better than Pure Malt now. They're both great, but the tobacco, the cherry, the Amen DNA, the sweetness, the caramel in the back, everything works wonderfully on my skin. It projects like a beast. I can wear this in the summer, and it's even better on my skin in the summer. I can wear this all year long, and it does the job. But the tobacco in this is definitely the winners mixed with that cherry. I absolutely love it. Pierre Hervon coming in at number 8. Um, Number 7. This one I wasn't gonna put on the list because it's just hard to find. I doubt any of you guys out there find it, and if you do, you have to pay like $200 for it. One of my subscribers, he got this for me. He got it for like he found it in a little shop out in Florida. Paid like $45 for this, and he gave it to me. Well, I bought it from him, but I mean he could have kept it for himself or put it on eBay and made about $200 from it. But that's no other than Gucci Envy. Now this is another great one. To me, this smells like a much better done Calvin Klein's Obsession. It has that same Oriental vibe to it, a nice sweet Oriental vibe. Projects like a beast on me. Lasts all day. This lasts on my clothes for like 2 days. If I don't wash it, I'll constantly smell this. And it has like a little, I don't think it's rose, but it has some type of floral in there mixed with that creamy sweetness Obsession Oriental vibe. Great fragrance. Some of you I think may think this is a little bit more mature. I think this falls on the mature side. I wouldn't recommend a younger, early 20s guy going out searching for this one, but mid to late 20s, 30s and up, definitely look into this Gucci Envy, man. This is some call this a masterpiece. I'm still discovering it. I'm still wearing it and testing it out. I don't know if I would call it a masterpiece yet, but definitely great. That was number 7 on my top 10. Now jumping into number 6. This is one of my all-time favorite scents. The smell of this is an absolute, I mean, masterpiece in my opinion. This smells so good, and people around me when they smell this one, they absolutely love it. The only problem with it just doesn't last at all on my skin. I get about a good 2 hours and it's gone. But in that 2 hours, man, it's one of my favorite smelling scents I've ever smelled, and that is Frappin's 1270. This stuff. A lot of people compare this to Dolce and Gabbana's The One, and I get that resemblance, but this to me is way richer. It's creamier. It doesn't smell as synthetic as Dolce and Gabbana The One does to me. This smells way more natural. It just has a nice sweetness. It has to me. A lot of people don't say this, but to me, it has a creamy pineapple in it also that I get on my skin. I get like this pineapple, like this caramelized pineapple with a subtle, maybe a subtle booziness to it. Man, this stuff smells good. I mean, this is an absolute must. You got to get this in your collection. That 2 hours that it get, that you do get, at least I enjoy every minute of it. So, Frappin's 1270. It's number 6. Now, coming in at number 5, this one is, a lot of people consider this one a masterpiece also. I've always said this smells like a popular designer fragrance, and I still stand to that. And I have the bottle now. Well, I've had it for a while now, but Amouage Reflection Man. This to me still smells like Le Mans, way better done. It's much smoother. Le Mans is more of a it projects as loud as hell. It's super strong. This is more calm, cool, and collective version of it. This is it's rich big brother. Got my cap on backwards, but smells great, nice, like almost that minty vanilla vibe that you get from Le Mans. Just much smoother. I love this one. This one is great. So get your, and don't buy this retail. Buy this on fragrance.net or Beauty Encounter. You'll get it for about, I think I paid 130 for this 3.4 ounce tester bottle versus I think it's what 375 for. I don't know what the retail is, but I don't even look at retail price. I buy nothing retail. So that's another tip for you guys. Buy nothing retail. You can get these on online retailers for hella cheap. Except 2 of them. It's only 2 in this collection. Well, actually 3. These top 4 out of the next 4, 3 of them you can't get retail. At least I couldn't find a retail, so these are all bought retail. This next one, you guys know how I received this one. But anyway, coming in at number 4, MDCI's Invasion Barbar. Now, you guys know about this one. Now, when I first got this fragrance, I kind of pictured this as a spring, summertime fragrance. And in those conditions, it did well on me, but I wasn't feeling it for those conditions. This is a all year round. You can wear this in any season, but for me, when it gets colder out here, I'm around 60 degrees, so that's probably spring for you guys. But at nighttime, this for me, this just works wonders. So if I was in a colder climate, I will pull this out in the winter, in the fall. This is like a creamy leather, like a soft white leather is what I described it for in my review. But this is a creamy leather smelling scent that I absolutely enjoy in the colder months. It's rich, lasts all day, doesn't project the best, but people around you will smell it and will give you a compliment on that one. To me, that's another mature scent. I think guys 30 plus will do better with that fragrance, but definitely a good one. Get you a sample of that if you haven't smelled that one. Now, coming in at number 3, I'm trying to speed this up, guys. I don't want this video to be all long. So I will do the ones I haven't done reviews for. I will do more in-depth reviews, but just trying to get through this. Number 3, everybody knows, man, this is my jewel in my collection. Everybody knows the story of where I found this bottle at, how I found this bottle. And if you don't know, go check out my Believe the Hype, Dear Rome Intense video. To me, that's one of my best videos that I've done. You know, I judge myself on videos too. But anyway, this one, you've already heard, lipstick, makeup bag. And what I've noticed about this, when women smell this on me, they've never told me I smell like lipstick, makeup bag. What they always say is you smell like chocolate or you smell like vanilla. So to most women, you're going to smell like chocolate and vanilla, some combination of that, some caramel, some creamy. It's always something gourmand, chocolate, vanilla, caramel. The scent that they always tell me I smell like when I wear this. Now, men, now me smelling this bottle, and when I first sprayed it on my skin, that I did get the lipstick. Right now, I get lipstick. So to men that smell this, you're gonna think feminine. You're gonna think lipstick. You're gonna think makeup bag. That's absolutely true. Women, when they smell this on you, they think chocolate, vanilla, caramel. So hey, that's pretty much what this is. Great fragrance. You gotta get it if you can. It's a must in the collection. That was number 3. Now going into number 2. This is another one new to my collection. I bought this one thinking it would be a great spring, summertime frag. While you can wear it, I think it's another year-long, all-season fragrance. I think this will do better. It has been doing better for me in these colder months, and that is Byredo Parfums Baude Afrique. Another great fragrance, sweet. A lot of people compare this to Vetiver Tonka. Smells just like it. They both share that similar sweetness, that vetiver, that woody. This has a better citrus on top of it. Cinnamon, nutmeg kind of vibe. Smells real good. My girlfriend said this was the best thing that she ever smelled on me, for what that's worth. This is great. My little sister said Gucci Envy was the best thing that she smelled on me. But hey, so for what it's worth, try it out, guys. Get a sample of that. Now, coming in at number 1 is something I probably had for I think 6 months now, maybe. I don't know how long I've had it. Got a good deal on it, and this one is absolutely stunning. For you guys that like Pierre Hervan, this they smell similar. This is a little better, but actually Pierre Hervan performs better. But let me jump right into that. Tonka Imperials, Guerlain. Um, Man, this stuff smells so good. I wear this, I get compliments, but to be honest with you guys, this only lasts about 4 hours on me. I get way better performance out of Pierre Hervan, but they share a similar vibe. But this one is just done much better. It's much more refined. It's sweeter. It just smells so much classier than Pierre Hervan. Pierre Hervan to me is not really a real synthetic fragrance, but compared to this, Pierre Hervan smells synthetic. If it clears it up for you guys. This is sweet, tobacco, creamy, sweet, gourmandish, vanilla, smelling fragrance, stunning. I actually let my girlfriend wear this one too, and it smells a little bit different on her. So this is definitely a great unisex fragrance that you and your girlfriend could wear. It'll smell different on each. You guys can go back and forth, compare notes of what you think. But guys, that sums up my top 10. Like I said, I think this is a great collection to have, even if you were just trying to look for 15, 20 bottles. I think if you have all these, you would definitely need some more citrus and fresh frags in here to round it out. But I think this is a great start. This is definitely, in my opinion, a great winner list. If you guys haven't smelled these, try them out, get your nose on them. But depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. Peace.